morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Friday the 29th of July 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Thursday the 28th of July. We were at Nottingham on the flat on the 3:15. It was a three-runner race. We had two horses in it, and so there was only one horse that could bust us out, and he managed to do it. It was number one, Eagles Way, which won at 4-9 favourite. We were sort of using Definite, which came second at 11-4, 0.1875 as a sort of minor profit hedge into our real selection, which was Francesi, which came last of the three at 9-1. Drifted. We initially put half a unit on that, and then we added to it as it drifted out up to a 0.625 of a unit. So overall, we had exposure of 0.8125, and that was a loss. So the account came down a bit, plus 55.75 units in profit overall. So what happened there then? Well, we thought this Eagles Way was a real overhyped horse. It had 1 week races. It had been pumped up in the official ratings, etc., etc. And if you watch the replay, it didn't really win convincingly. It ran as we expected. The problem was these didn't pick up the slack. Definite led and then set it up for this Eagles Way, and Francesi never really got into it. So it wasn't that clever in the end. Was the analysis correct? Well, at the time, see, you're into these outcome biases. Are you going to be outcome driven and say we got it wrong, the result was wrong, the analysis was wrong, or are you going to say the analysis was right but the outcome wasn't as predicted? Well, you can get into all that. Were we right to pump up the exposure? At the time, it seemed like a good idea. These are the sort of bets that do you a lot of good if they come in. And as there was only literally one horse that could see us off, then we gave it a go. So anyway, that's that. We'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Back written up today's racing then for Friday the 29th. We've got no filter one, which is our structural filter, no ratio, which we have an alternate, and that's at Goodwood on the flat 225. It's the Bonhams Thoroughbred Stakes, G3, Class 1. 3-year-old, 8 furlongs good to firm, model 95. What do we know about Goodwood Mile? Well, Dundalk and Lingfield 96, bit quicker. Kempton, Newcastle 95. Wolverhampton favourite slow 93, and Chelmsford and Southall 92 favourite slow. So it's on the quick side. It's a match with Kempton and Newcastle on the all weather at a mile to give you a pace profile surface indicator, so it's quite quick. So there's 4 horses really to look at in this race. It carves up, and what is the purpose of this Group 3 mile race? Well, it's a sort of consolation race for the classic generation. So you're looking at horses that have been in and out of the Guineas type races. So anyway, let's have a look at this. Number 3, the likely favourite, Check and Challenge. What do we know about Check and Challenge? Well, it won a maiden at Wolverhampton and a listed race at Newcastle at 8 furlongs. Well, arguably that's the correct pace profile, but the grade was a fair bit lower than this. And then went out in the 2000 Guineas and came 14th to 15th, and that's model 96. And this is, as we say, model 95, so it's a reasonable match. So it didn't really perform in the 2000 Guineas, and then it went out at Sandown, which is model 9, and performed a little bit better at model 92 on the 2nd to the 7th in a handicap. So arguably it doesn't like such a quick surface, so we can give it the chop. So Check and Challenge we can get rid of. So that leaves us with 3 horses. And the 2 that are fairly similar are Bayside Bay and Berkshire Shadow, number 1 and 2. They've been, as 2-year-olds, they were in the Dewhurst and ran in that very good race. It's a Group 1 7 furlong race at Newmarket, model 97, so it's a little bit quicker, and it's 7 furlongs. And then Bayside Boy, French 2000, which was good to soft. Didn't like it particularly. And then the St James's Palace, they both came out in the St James's Palace Stakes and ran reasonably well there. and that was Ascot 8 furlongs. So they've got the right routine. So those two are get a tick, and we've low keyed those. We've done if you've got an £8 unit as your marker, multiples of, then we've put 150 on at number 1 Bayside Bay at about 3.3 to 1, 120 at just over just 3 to 1 really on Berkshire Shadow. So that's those two covered. And the final one then, this is this Rodgigiani or whatever you say it, number 5. What do we know about that horse? Well, basically it went in second in the German 2000, which is sort of a pretty decent form, and then it went out in the Jersey Stakes, and the Jersey Stakes is a 7 furlong Group 3, much maligned, and it's very decent race normally. It's usually a large field with strong pace, and it ran pretty well. It's a model 94, so it's just a little bit slower than our race here, Goodwood, but it was pretty good, and it was a very good performance. And we like the horse a lot. So we've basically we've swung these two into this one, and we've put the equivalent of £4. So at about an average of 5.6 to 1, 11 to 2 on that one. So our total exposure is 4, 120, 150, 670. As a fraction of 8, it's 0.8375. So we're risking 0.8375 a unit, spread over 3 horses, with the bulk of it on this number 5. Rodgigiani, which is the one we really want to come in. So and that's where we are. So we'll see how we go. We've had a bit of a rough ride again recently. We've had a lot of break-even hedges come in, but not actually generating any profit. And yesterday we got stuffed by that odds-on horse, whatever it's called, Eagles something. Anyway, so that's where we are. If you subscribe, thank you very much, and generally thanks for watching, and goodbye.